Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will kick it away to start. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw, it's awesome. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success that Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Pucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's awesome. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He's got great speed. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line.
Turning it off! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Here comes the heat. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. That's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Unloads it downfield. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bruins will hustle to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bruins!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's awesome. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense. Try to keep your quarterback standing up straight.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're in defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the RPO, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's awesome. They're working that left side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Under fire. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Power football with the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's awesome. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options, a 1st down or a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, let it get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Out of bounds.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that shows you the confidence this QB has in his target down the field. Running the corner route, he's well covered, but he knows if he puts it up in the air, his guy is going to go climb the ladder and make a play for him. Beautiful job.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Back to throw. It's awesome. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. He makes a catch. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield, it's awesome. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over them.
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. He's got it on the outside. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got the tight end outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. With the run on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 21 over Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Holden finds his man on the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle.
Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistic.
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's awesome. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also shown he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the pressure. All alone, he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end to the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And here comes the offense on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's awesome. Using the quick game. Headed to the end zone. Can right cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, USC! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. USC stretches out that lead, and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in L.A.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the second half. They had to have energy. They had to execute. And right now, they're getting ready to chant, "Fight on," at the end of this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just ice.
He's loose on the right, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruin! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's awesome. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy, because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's awesome. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, that didn't work that time.
No, might need to get a new phone. That phone didn't work if you were searching for the area code because he definitely wasn't on target. And, you know, a lot of times you rush it to and you see that guy out wide, you want to hit that matchup, but that was not an accurate throw at all.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And the full dive and the grab down the left. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Quick step and go. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a
touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 40. He's on the 40.
Nice coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, USC.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air. It's awesome. Under fire. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Looking for more room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.